Hello, it's me again, Brianna Smith. I know I've been saying, I know I look like shit, but the reason why I'm doing this blog is I'd like to tell you what's happened to me within the last year and a half. It's not a pretty story, but I ended up in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I was robbed, assaulted, beat up, and robbed. Okay, in the city of Las Vegas, down by Fremont Street. Stay away from those dark areas. I went to the police at Metro, and they told me, well, there's nothing they could do. So, to make a long story short, over a period of time, I ended up in the hospital where I was admitted, and I just had a nervous breakdown. They put me in a quiet room where there was two doors, one leading into the quiet room, and another door so they couldn't hear anything. I was repeatedly raped by three black males for hours, and upon release, they gave me no documentation showing that I was in the hospital. So I went to the Greyhound bus station, and they told me I had to pay $20 more to upgrade my ticket. Well, I didn't have the $20, so I had two alternatives: turn to prostitution or show magic, and I chose magic. So I went to Fremont Street, was told, was arrested for disturbing the peace, and I did not have a license to show magic. So I went to city jail for 4 days, where I was released. I ended up in another hospital where I was a bus ticket and a wheelchair and sent home. When I got back to San Diego, I had nothing but trouble. I figured if I came back, I was already in the system, everybody knew me, but that didn't matter. It didn't matter if they knew me or if I was in the system or not. All I got was nothing. I got nothing but the runaround. So to make a long story short, December 6th, early in the morning, I was in a bar and had a glass of wine where I was shown a sign that said, it's known to the state of California to cause birth defects and cancer. That's an alcoholic beverage, distilled beverages here in California. And so I went to Scripps Mercy Hospital. Long story short, I was assaulted by security there. The police came, I called, and a half hour later they said, look, after reviewing the monitor, I could throw you into jail and arrest you. So I left, called 911 again, blah, 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 asked how nothing was done, lost it, and was arrested for terroristic threats because I did say, well, then fine, I'll blow it up. Which I had no intentions, I had no means, I just lost my temper. So I was arrested, taken to central booking, where I was transferred to George Bailey. That's where they keep the transgenders. I stayed there 6 months. For every day you do in custody, you get 2 days credit. While I was there, I was referred to a Center Star Act here in San Diego. They seemed nice. They seemed reputable. I took them at their word. Going back a little bit, when I was sentenced, my attorney asked if I could maybe use medical marijuana for my glaucoma, and the judge said yes. But there was no documentation. None. So when I got out, I met my probation officer. He said, well, no problem. Basically, that's what he said. So I got transferred to another probation officer, and she told me the recommendation that I had was invalid. Told me I had to go to the county and get recommendation. And meanwhile, this is all costing me money. $35 for the one recommendation, $50 for the other. Okay, so I go and get a recommendation from my primary care physician, and my PO says, no, you got to get a recommendation saying there's no other alternative. Another runaround. And so, long story short, I had to hire an attorney. I'm on disability. I don't have the money to do this, but I'm going to get no legal representation or even half of a chance of a recommendation if I don't have a lawyer, which just costed me $1,000. I put $300 down, $200 in October, and $100 a month after that till it's paid off. Okay, fine. I am getting discriminated. 4 days after they placed me into the community here, I was beat up. The sheriffs were there very quickly. I don't know how they got there so quickly, but all they did was give me a card with a number on it to call in, and it's an investigation. Nothing came down, So, Senator Act was supposed to have me counseling for this rape issue and my transgender issue, but no, nothing's happened. Nothing at all has happened. I'm tired. I am literally, mentally, physically, emotionally tired. Something's got to be done about this pain. The PO said, well, she's so concerned that I'm going to get high off the marijuana. What about the opiates? What about the opiates? You can get totally high off the opiates. But there's no problem with them because they're recommended by a physician. Well, my medical marijuana is recommended by a physician. What's the problem? I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care. I had 3 friends in my life. My attorney, my other friend named Dave, my other friend named Kim, and my cat, Benson. He's a really cool cat. And other than that, the rest are adversaries. You know what I'm saying? The world tells you, go for it, be yourself. Well, I'm going for it. I'm being myself. Then the world turns around and tells me you're wrong. They say one thing, then they say another. Oh well, I'm tired. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I don't care. I am just not going to eat. I'm going to wither away to nothing. They can't make me eat. You know what I'm saying? They can't make me eat. I'm just not going to eat. I refuse to eat. I'm going to take no nourishment whatsoever. And I'm going to claim that it's a detoxification process, and it's also a religious process. I mean, Jesus himself went 30 days without food. Oh well, I can go 30 days without food too. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Anybody, out there want to get a hold of me, I will return your emails. It's small BREANNAKATIE93@gmail.com. I will return your emails. But other than that, I'm not returning phone calls. I will not return phone calls. I'm going to be totally unavailable. These people at Senator Act do not return phone calls. They just don't. They don't return phone calls. Oh well. I cannot return phone calls either. They want to make me wait 51 days to get a refrigerator that was in apartment 2 to put in apartment 1. Took them 51 days to figure that one out. And no compensation for no refrigerator, which meant I had to double to triple my food. A little bit here, a little bit there, all at the same time. Well, I have a vitamin D deficiency, which says I have to drink milk. Well, okay. I don't care. I just don't care.